Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So friends, in this video we will have our discussion on this very special, very significant transit which is going to be happening on Feb 22nd when planet Mars will enter the Aquarius sign. Now friends, if you were to ask me Mars's transit in the Aquarius, I personally see it as a good transit because even the houses which Mars aspect from over here. See, if I were to take into consideration the Kalpurush Kundli, so that means if Mars is in the 11th house, this is the house of the gains of the income. Mars is a very competitive planet. Generally, malefic planets do very good in the Upachya Bhava. Mars will give its protective fourth aspect to the second house. It will protect your financial interest, your family interest. Its straight aspect will impact your fifth house of your mindset, your thought process, and eighth aspect will destroy your enemies in the sixth house. So the only concern during this time is that once Mars will enter in the Aquarius sign, it is going to get conjunct with Rahu over there. And friends, in astrology, in this world, in the nature, nothing happens in isolation. And being an astrologer, you have to be wise enough to connect the dots. So Mars is entering at a time where just a couple of days back, there has been a solar eclipse. So this solar eclipse and the next lunar eclipse, in between this entry of the Mars is happening. So that means you actually have to deal with all the signification of the planet Mars with lot of caution, with lot of care. I mean to say Mars, which is the planet of war, your desire, your ambition, somehow is connected with the planet Mars. Rahu and Ketu, the nodal axis is the axis of our destiny. So that means for many people this might be a time that you will not even realize from where the courage will come, and you will be able to get many things done. And in certain cases there is not going to be the flavors of the bravery, more of like this could be an like audacity, like where you end up doing those kind of acts which actually affected your public image, actually gotten you into the wrong side of the law, or gotten into conflicts or lawsuit, or made you accident or injury prone. So all of that is possible. We always like see Rahu as the chief instigator, and imagine if like Rahu is impacting, influencing the planet Mars. So there is actually going to be that potential where the power, the center of the power might come in the wrong hands. So how it is going to be impacting you, what could be the remedies, all of that friends we will discuss in this video. So friends, first to begin with the timelines. So Mars will enter in the Aquarius sign on Feb 22nd, and it is going to be transiting in the Aquarius till April 2nd. Mars, which is like in a combustion state, on March 26th it will come out of the combustion as well. And like the way friends, I already mentioned this thing, Mars has got additional aspect as well. So its fourth aspect will actually safeguard your financial interest. Its straight aspect is actually going to be very accountable, very responsible, very competitive, and its eighth aspect is going to be very destructive. When we talk about the remedies friends, so Mars in itself can be pleased through discipline and Rahu through grounding. I have generally seen like the combined energy of Mars and Rahu can actually be tamed through the worship of Lord Hanuman, like recitation of this could be Hanuman Bahuk, Hanuman Chalisa, Sundarkand, Bajrang Baan. Somehow Mars and Rahu, they have this connection with the dogs. In any capacity you can feed the dogs, or you can support the NGOs, the charitable organization who look after the dogs. I'm sure friends, like even in India, in every resident welfare association, like the societies, you will see some kind of humanitarian people who will be doing that deed of taking care of the stray dogs, so supporting them. Many people also say that if there are like any societies, any communities, any charities which work towards the soldier, for the military and all, you can do some charity, you can do some donation over there as well. We generally say that donation of the red lentil, copper utensil can be considered. So yes friends, that is what I wanted to say in brief when we talk about the synopsis. Now let's get into the customized results for all the rising signs. So friends, starting first with the Aries Lagna. So friends, for the Aries Lagna, because Mars becomes your ascendant lord and now it is going to be entering in your 11th house. So friends, obviously it is your ascendant lord, it only has good interest for you. So if your running dasha is favorable right now, like if it is indicating, because see friends, when we talk about the dashas, right, the decoding of dasha, it has not anything to do with the actual happening of the event. It has to do with what kind of time you are currently running. So based on that, things, circumstances, people, our job, our relationship, they start influencing us. If you're running a good time, everything around you will take care of you. If you're running a very troublesome time, everything will become a matter of like trouble, pain or sorrow for you. So I mean to say, if you are running a time of rapid growth, rapid development, something to do with the, like you are a strong contender for promotion, for recognition and all, it can get materialized during this time. And also friends, because Mars and Rahu combination is also very good for the advancement in your career prospects, recognition, fame. Like if you are a part of any community, any social cause, so suddenly you will be in the limelight, like all the spotlight attention will come to you. There's a high possibility of that. And generally it has been seen that during these times people tend to remain very competitive, very aggressive towards their goals. So nothing wrong in that. In terms of spike in your income, I'm not seeing you vulnerable. Now friends, the vulnerability will come because Rahu and Ketu are the planets of the destiny. Now I do not know how karmic your planets are. Your chart is as per the Panchang, as per the state condition of the moon, because that will decide that what will happen during this time. This could also be the time if you're running some like quarrelsome, confrontational dasha. This could also be time of severe conflict within the community, with your friends, with your elder sibling, some sort of deep level of misunderstanding with your elder sibling as well. So there's a high possibility of that. And again friends, I always say, because the dispositor of Rahu and Mars, that is also in the 12th house. See friends, Aries rising and the Leo Lagna have to be very, very careful. Small or minor thing goes wrong or here and there, and the lawsuit or imprisonment can happen anytime. Saturn in the Pisces in the 12th, Saturn in the Pisces in the 8th is a chief responsible factor for the imprisonment. So you have to be very careful during this time. That I'm sure like in daily life we keep on coming across contradictory kind of situation, but resorting to violence, resorting to threats might not work in your favor. So things can suddenly go out of the hands. So you have to be very careful. You cannot undermine the importance of looking at the dispositor as well. So I have given you the pros and cons and good and bad side of this transit. Now friends, when we talk about the aspect, so the fourth aspect of the planet Mars is going to be very supportive for you. See now what is happening in your case, that in your Taurus sign, two very strong planets are giving their aspect. Your ascendant lord is giving its aspect, Saturn is also giving its third aspect. So lot is happening in the domain of your finances, of your family. So try to capitalize on this friends. But I'm sure like Aries Lagna during this time are going to be very ambitious, very futuristic, looking for new avenues, new experiment in the matters of the finances. And if your running dasha is supportive, you will be able to like capitalize in a positive way in this stay of Mars in your 11th house. Friends, from over here Mars is going to be giving its straight aspect to your 5th house as well. Not a very good sign, especially those females who are pregnant right now. And Mars is going to be giving its 8th aspect to your 6th house. It will actually destroy your enemies. And Aries Lagna right now are in this mindset that there is a term in Hindi we use, Sam Dam Dand Bhed. No matter what means you have to opt, but you will not hesitate in order to destroy your enemies. So regarding that, it's a supportive sign. But again friends, I would recommend doing the donation remedies like donate red lentils or any of the copper utensil, recite the Hanuman Chalisa, distribute sweets outside of the Lord Hanuman temple, feed the dogs the dog food which is good for them, or support the charities who look after the dogs is a good remedy for the Aries Lagna. And beyond any doubt, bhakti, devotion to Lord Hanuman and Lord Kal Bhairav. Now friends, when we talk about the Taurus Lagna natives, so friends, in your case, Mars happened to be your like 7th lord and the 12th lord, and now it is going to be entering in your 10th house. So this will actually stimulate the matters of your career. And again friends, because Mars is getting conjunct with Rahu, I always say Rahu acts like an accelerator, like an instigator. So it will actually drive many Taurus Lagna to come out of their cocoon, come out of their comfort zone and experiment, take chances and try new things in their career front. Rahu is a karmic planet friends, so many of the fated destined events will happen in the domain of your career as well. This could be a case that you will be able to end up doing some heroic things and suddenly your limelight and the fame recognition will come. And whenever it is Mars, it generally happens for the good reasons. Like this could be you are very disciplined, you are very courageous, you took a stand. So this could be something like this. But again friends, we cannot overlook this fact that the flavors of Rahu is also going to be there. So just don't become a part of, like, if someone is trying to radicalize you or turn you against the authority, so don't get too aggressively involved against the authority. You have to be very mindful over there. Mars happened to be your like 7th lord and the 12th lord, so that means any overseas interest. Rahu is a typical planet of the foreign entities, right? If you have any multinational interest, any foreign interest, even in terms of your business, you're planning to launch something, release something, in all these avenues, this combination will work in your favor. I'm not seeing any vulnerability. Now friends, in your case, the slight concern is that from over here Mars is going to be giving its 4th aspect to your 1st house, and Saturn is already giving its 3rd aspect to your 1st house. It's not a positive sign. 2 malefic planets impacting your 1st house. That means if you drive around, so wear a proper helmet, like safeguard your head area. It is very important. See, when we talk about especially where like some of those people who have very strong connection, so your connection will play a very significant role during this time. Like those who know too many influential people, they have many influential contacts. So during this time, you know how to capitalize on your PR, how to capitalize on your connections. So regarding that, it's a supportive sign. Mars is going to be giving its straight aspect to your 4th house. Not a very good energy friends, because Ketu is already there in your 4th house. Now Mars will also trigger it. So that means the 7th lord and the 12th lord is triggering this combination. So high chance of relocation if you are considering that. And just because Mars and Rahu is there, some of the times when it happens in a rush, in an impulse, like those times when the teenagers and the youngsters, they have had a fight at home and they do not come back home. So that means don't do that. I'm not recommending that, but I mean to say something like this. If any relocation will happen, the decision will be taken in a rush. There is a high possibility of that. And friends, Mars is going to be giving its 8th aspect to your 5th house. So again friends, the 8th aspect of the Mars is not very good for the living signification. So in terms of your parenting, there might be some issue where you will try to be too aggressive, too controlling, too protective, possessive for the children. This could be in your romantic matters and all. So be very mindful over there. See, if you are an engineering student, if you are like studying any space sciences, aviation related, machine learning, it might be good for you. But yes, the living signification always get impacted. So yes friends, all what I can say is that Rahu, Mars is there in your 10th house. Just try to be recognized and known for the positive bravery, not for ruthless actions or stupid audacity. That's all what I want to say over here. Now friends, when we talk about the Gemini Lagna natives, so friends, for the Gemini Lagna, Mars is not a very good planet for you. Mars is your 6th lord, Mars is your 11th lord, and now it is going to be transiting in your 9th house, getting conjunct with Rahu over there. So friends, if I were to say Rahu and Ketu axis is the axis of the destiny of all the Sanchit, karmas, of your prarabdha, right? And Mars is going to be triggering this. So friends, in your ninth house, like this could be a case that there will be sudden last minute work related travel as well. There's a high possibility of travel, foreign opportunities which will come. And let's say, for example, if you're already working as a teacher, as a lawyer, as a banker, as a motivational coach, so opportunities will come. There is nothing wrong in that. But again, friends, don't speculate too much during this time, because Rahu loves to masquerade, create confusion, first build the hype and then suddenly shattering all the hopes. So just don't gamble too much when it comes down to the luck, because in your case Mars is not only the 6th house, but it is also the 11th lord as well. So that means too many desires, ambition, which is landing you into troubles. 6th house related problem as well, right? All that trishna, asakti, like desire and attachment, bondage, creating problems. So be very mindful over there. So yes, friends, that's all what I can say. If you are an engineering student, if you have an interest in the foreign culture, philosophy, you are a touring artist, it might be good for those people. The only slight concern is that the living signification, which is the 9th house, which is your father. So don't be too argumentative with the father, with the guru tulya people. And don't speculate too much when it comes down to the matters of the luck. Now friends, from over here, Mars is going to be giving its aspect to your 12th house. It's a good time for any foreign investment, or we say charity, donation. It's a good time for that. Mars is going to be giving its straight aspect to your 3rd house. You already have Ketu over there, and now Mars is also involved in this axis. So yeah, that is where the vulnerability is coming, where there might be some severe kind of conflict with your known ones, people who are close to you. This could be your siblings, this could be your within your domestic life, within your family, with your mother. So again friends, because Mars in this kind of placement, its entry is not very good for your parents, towards your parents. And again friends, see, Mars is not like that karmic like which Saturn could be, right? Because I'm saying 9th house is the house of your father, 4th house is the house of your mother. So Mars is sitting in one house, giving its 8th aspect to another house. That means don't do those kind of actions, don't behave like this, which could create or bring pain, sorrow, affliction to your parents. So don't be a reason for the pain to your parents. That is all what I'm trying to say. And again friends, even in the matters of the land, real estate, don't take any impulsive, in a rush kind of decision. That's all what I can say. Now friends, when we talk about the Cancer Lagna, so friends, in your case, Mars happened to be your Karak planet. Mars is a very important planet for you, and Mars is actually going to be this time might be creating some sort of problematic situation for you. See friends, the only concern is that Cancer Lagna natives are very empathetic, very compassionate, very emotional. When we talk about Mars, and Mars is a very head-on, confrontational kind of energy, and all of that is happening in the 8th house, and Rahu Ketu axis is involved. So that in itself, first of all, makes you injury prone. I will not recommend any surgical procedure, any operation, these kind of things during this time. Even if I were to say, even if you have to get a tattoo, like a body art, body tattoo casually, much better you can avoid during this time, because Mars in the 8th house is supportive sign for that. Rahu loves to create problem. Rahu loves to create confusion or some sort of things going wrong, right? So some sort of blood related allergic reaction and all of that. See, the best remedy is that, if I were to advise you, if you have a provision of any voluntary blood donation, so much better. This is a very good remedy for this Mars transiting in your 8th house. Along with that friends, in your case, Mars is your 5th lord and the 10th lord as well. If you are already a part of anything which is very classified, very secretive, very investigative, it might be supportive over there. We generally say that Mars and Rahu can actually, this is a typical combination of someone who's very fearless, someone who's very courageous, very bold. So if you are in that kind of line of work where this is something which is expected out of you, it is good. But otherwise, at work, there will be some sudden challenges, sudden breakdown, unforeseen, unpredictable kind of situation which might happen during this time. Students have to work very hard. Even in the matters of the love, romance, friends, there might be some sudden misunderstanding which might happen. Those who have any addictive tendency, if you have any smoking addiction, alcohol addiction, any cannabis addiction, you have to be very careful. Overdoing things might become a matter of concern. And again friends, like if these kind of like transit happens around the 7th house, 8th house, because Venus, see, generally it happens when we say any sexually transmitted disease and all, that generally happens when Mars, Rahu, Venus, they all are involved. But even when Mars, Rahu are involved in the 8th house, so any injury around the reproductive organs, any transmissible disease and all, infection and all, so you have to be very careful over there. It might also create problem in any ancestral property related matters as well, if that is getting applicable, if it is getting qualified in your case. You're already amidst any ancestral dispute, property dispute, things can go worse. So be as protective as it is possible. Now friends, from over here, Mars is going to be giving its aspect to your 11th house, which is very good sign, especially if you are eligible for any spike in the income, any major chunk of money, you are expecting that. So over there it might be supportive. Mars's straight aspect to your 2nd house where Ketu is already transiting over here. Be very mindful of your speech, and especially friends, with your behavior. You do not want to hurt people around you within your family, because Ketu, in a way, Ketu loves to cut us from our possession, right? And that is happening in your 2nd house. So don't your aggression, your restlessness might repel people around you. So be very mindful over there. Your speech, your conduct around the family, around your close people. This could be even your servants as well, right? And Mars's 8th aspect is going to be influencing your 3rd house, which is a supportive sign. It will actually make you very courageous, slightly impulsive as well. But good sign for sales, marketing, especially people who are in that kind of line of work where you have to be slightly pushy, very assertive. So for that it might be good as well. Now friends, when we talk about the Leo Lagna natives, so friends, for the Leo Lagna, Mars again is your Yogakaraka planet, and Mars is going to be entering in your 7th house, and it is going to be getting conjunct with Rahu over here. So friends, I forgot to mention this thing at the beginning of this video, but all of that which is being speculated so far, that US might strike in Iran, or there might be some other war front. So this actually looks like to be that period of time. So it's not only that the eclipse has happened or Mars will enter over here like very soon. On Feb 20th only, Saturn and Neptune are going to be very tightly conjunct as well. So I mean to say, whether from the global point of view, this is a very sensitive kind of alignment, provocation, entering into, invading into each other's territory. This is the general theme of this kind of transit. Now friends, talking about your personal life, so Mars is going to be getting conjunct with Rahu in your 7th house. That means there might be some misunderstanding or matters of power struggle. This could be with your business partners, this could be like with your spouse as well. And again friends, I always say, all that random strange encounters which people witness, that generally happens from the 7th house. So you have to be very careful. Let's say for example, if you are tweeting about something which is very controversial, which is very scandalous, during this time only, if you are planning a tour, a trip, a vacation to a place which is very radicalized, which is very sensitive, there is kind of civil war happening. So be very mindful, be as protective as it is possible. Also, if you're running some like unfavorable dasha, so then also you have to safeguard yourself. There will be those instances where people will suddenly invade into your private space or will do something which is very abrupt, very random, very sudden. So be very mindful over there. So friends, to begin with, when we talk about attainment of position through ruthless action, ruthless ambition. So regarding that, there's nothing wrong in that. Refrain from any land or property related signing up during this time in your 7th house when this conjunction is taking place. And again friends, anything connected with the foreigners, foreign clients, import-export nature of work, over there it might be slightly beneficial to you. But overall friends, in a nutshell, in a summarized kind of way, this is a kind of a transit which actually puts you in a situation where even the people you will counter, they're going to be very combative. Sometimes we say that those people who are very obsessive, very hard bent on coming in our way. Like, it hardly matters to them even if they have to incur losses, but they want to inflict maximum harm to you. So that is the kind of yoga which you're currently going through. So sometimes I have seen that even within the marriage, the spouse, people try to act like enemy or start competing with each other, even in the existing relationship. So refrain from that kind of mindset. That is all what I can say, friends. For the Leo Lagna, it is actually a very sensitive time for you. And if you are running the Dasha, which is also indicating in that direction, do the japa, do the chanting, donate red lentils, and do the Hanuman Chalisa or Sundarkand, or feed the dogs. It is very important for you. Friends, from over here, Mars is going to be giving its aspect to your 10th house. It will actually push your agenda, or like in the matters of your career and all, you will have this capacity to convince people to your vision. Mars is giving its straight aspect to your 1st house. Not a very supportive sign, especially for any head injury. Ketu is already there. It can actually make you very like headless kind of person, you know, who's very whimsical, unpredictable, very erratic, very like person who snap a lot. So be very careful that you're not giving that impression to people. 8th aspect to your 2nd house, friends. So again, in terms of finances, your speech, your relationship with the family, it might go through a lot of the misunderstanding, confusion, aggression, confrontation. So yeah, that's all what I can say, friends, for the Leo Lagna natives. Again, friends, the summary is that you have all the power, you have all the cards, you have all the stake. But again, it is very competitive, very turbulent kind of energy. It's not like something where you will win over things in a peaceful way. So you might have to, like, you know, go through some sort of struggle in order to make things your way. Now, friends, when we talk about the Virgo Lagna natives, so friends, for the Virgo Lagna natives, Mars is not a very good planet for you. Mars is going to be transiting in your 6th house, getting conjunct with Rahu, having a lordship over your 3rd house and your 8th house. So again, friends, in a way it is kind of forming a Vipreet Rajyoga kind of situation as well, and it will actually trigger Rahu and Ketu. I always say Rahu and Ketu axis, whether in our birth chart or in the transit, is like the fated events generally happen over there. So there might be those situations where if any promotion opportunity will come, it will happen very suddenly with a kind of lightning strike, or even if there is going to be those kind of confrontation, argument at work front, so that will also happen in a sudden, unpredictable kind of way. So a lot is dependent on what kind of dashas you are currently going through. See, friends, if you will open any classical book on astrology, most of the scholars, most of the classics have appreciated Mars's placement or transit from the 3rd house, 6th house, 11th house. So I cannot label this thing that it is bad for you. A lot is dependent on the kind of dashas you are currently going through and what is your nature of work. Like, are you like an engineer, you are in a construction business, or anything to do with the, like, you are a surgeon, you are a physician, then this might be beneficial for you. You are a lawyer, this might be beneficial for you as well. So a lot is dependent on that. But yes, friends, this is a kind of a combination where I'm sure that even if any person will try to gain enmity, you will fight back with ferociousness. You have to write any competitive exam, stars will support you. Rahu influence is all about tact and diplomacy. Even if you are struggling with the debts and you are looking for ways of paying it back, so this Mars Rahu combination in the 6th house will actually give you that level of discriminatory intelligence, how to come out of it, how to arrange the money, how to get the loan settled in your favor. So regarding that, it is very supportive. Now, friends, from over here, Mars is going to be giving its aspect to your 9th house, which is very supportive, especially when we talk about anything to do with work related travel, higher learning, getting the right mentors, advisor, or getting the right set of attention, or molding luck in your favor because of your bravery, because of your capacity to take stand. Mars from over here is going to be giving its aspect to your 12th house as well. It will destroy your hidden enemies. And the 8th aspect is going to be looking at your 1st house. So again, friends, the head area you have to protect from any injury during this time. Now friends, when we talk about the Libra Lagna natives, so friends, for the Libra Lagna natives, Mars has got a rulership over your 2nd house and the 7th house, and now it is going to be transiting in your 5th house, getting conjunct with Rahu over there. So beyond any doubt friends, like whenever Rahu and Ketu gets involved, karmic events, fated events happen in our life in that specific area. And because Rahu is a planet of the extremes as well. So let me explain it to you in the form of good and bad of this transit. So the influence of Rahu and Mars is not very good for the living signification. So that means from the 5th house we see our children, so there might be some confusion, misunderstanding, power struggle, rebelliousness of the children which you might have to deal with. 5th house is also connected with our romantic partners as well. So over there as well, like you might find that your partner is acting very adamant, very stubborn. There's a slight possibility of that. Now friends, when we talk about the good aspect of this transit, so see friends, just because Mars has got everything to do in your case regarding the matters of your finances, your public image, your commercial interest are all being governed by the planet Mars. And just because it is going to be getting conjunct with Rahu, and Rahu is like very exotic, Rahu wants to try new things, experiment with new things. So there's a high possibility, like, you know, if let's say for example from the past couple of months, ever since Rahu has entered in your 5th house, it has made your mind struck to a loop and you're not able to come out of it. So this entry of Rahu over here will actually make you like a risk taker, very assertive, very confident, and especially when it comes down to your finances, your business, commercial interest, it will actually make you a risk taker. So there's nothing wrong in that. It's just like that friends, the living signification of the 5th house, the way I mentioned, that is one area where you have to be careful. You have to be diplomatic, soft, not too straightforward, not too confrontational. Along with that friends, when we talk about, see, a lot is dependent on what kind of dashas you are currently going through. Let's say for example, if you are going through dasha which is actually making you like, you know, where losses prone, like you are running the dasha of like Surya and Ketu or Surya, like Ketu Sun combination is active right now, or this could be Jupiter and like Sun, Jupiter, or like so Jupiter and Moon. So if these dashas are active right now, so then you have to be slightly careful that you do not speculate too much, especially when it comes down to the stock market or your financial investments. So then you have to be very careful. So again friends, see, the thing is, all the speculative risk generally happens from the 5th house. Rahu loves to take those chances. So nothing wrong in that. But what dasha time you are running through, that is going to be the testing factor, that shall I go in that path or shall I remain in my comfort, in my safe zone. I always say this thing friends, like the whole objective of analysis of dasha is not about that this event will happen or that event will happen. It's about understanding what kind of time I'm going through. Because if your time is running good, समय अच्छा चल रहा है, your time is running good, everything around you will pamper you, will take care of you, will bestow opportunities to you. And if your running time is unfavorable, adverse, even people around you, your closest ally, will become your enemy. It all comes down to decoding the time, the samay. So all what I can say friends, that in the matters of the speculative risk, a lot is dependent on what kind of dashas you are currently going through. Again, you know me, right? I don't promote too much of my consultation services, but if you are in that crossroad, get a consultation from a professional astrologer so that you know that I'm feeling so restless, impatient. Is it in my best interest, or much better I tame myself, control myself? Living signification will be a matter of concern during this time. So don't too harsh with your children. But yes friends, those who are in sporting field, like you are a chess player, you are a lawn tennis player, you are an athlete, it's going to be a very good time for those people. And just because friends, Rahu and Mars combination is like a combination of people who are like high testosterone, high on adrenaline rush. So I'm sure because all the enjoyment, pleasure is also connected with the 5th house, apart from its mantra, chanting and the devotional potential. So I'm very much sure that many people are going to be high on that adrenaline rush to try new things, experiment with new things. Let's try this, let's try that. So that is going to be the mindset of many Libra Lagna natives. So again friends, I do not know what is the state of your natal moon, right? Are you very protective, in a shield kind of person, or are you very outgoing, risk taker, outwardly kind of person? Because if you are like that, then this transit will give you the best of the results. So yes friends, that's all what I can say for the Libra Lagna natives. Friends, from over here, Mars is going to be giving its fourth aspect to your 8th house. Not a very supportive, not a very good energy. Again, I'm saying this thing repeatedly, like Libra Lagna natives during this time will try to enter into the terrain or domain for their gains, which might be dark. There will be some benefits, gains at the end, but everything comes down to, is it in store for you, is it meant for you or not? But yes, you will be very much driven towards diving deep into risk. This could be financial risk, this could be any investment risk as well. Get your chart properly assessed before taking those moves. Libra Lagnas are my favorite, right? I always say. From over here friends, Mars is going to be giving its straight aspect to your 11th house. Ketu is already there. It can actually create issues with the elder siblings and all. So yeah, severe confrontation and all, high possibility of that. And the 8th aspect is going to be influencing your 12th house. So yes, it can actually destroy your hidden enemies and all. So very supportive in that regard. Now friends, when we talk about the Scorpio Lagna natives, so friends, for the Scorpio Lagna natives, Mars becomes your ascendant lord, and now it is going to be transiting in your 4th house, getting conjunct with Rahu over there. I always say that whichsoever planet comes in the connection with the Rahu and Ketu, it's like in the matters represented by that planet, you experience fated events or destined kind of events. So friends, in your case, for certain people, see, with Mars and Rahu, it is always in extreme. It is never kind of mediocre kind of energy. So let me share it in terms of good and bad, right? So when we talk about the good aspect, so during this time friends, for many people, like this could be a time when, if you are connected in the fields of the real estate, politics, agriculture, construction material, machining and all, weapons and all, it might be a time of gain, recognition, expansion, experimenting with new things. It is going to be very supportive for all of that. See, Rahu wants to try new things. You cannot put Rahu in a cage, in a structure. Rahu wants to grow, it wants to expire because it has desires. And Mars is also the same planet. The concern with Rahu is that Rahu only has head. It does not have a body. Mars has the dehe. Mars has the body, which it will get in this combination. So I talked about the good aspect, right? When we talk about the vulnerable side, so friends, too much of the malefic energy is never good for the living signification of that house. So during this time, it can actually harm. Like this could be your relationship with your mother, the health of the mother might be a matter of concern. Like high possibilities, someone in the family might be in dire need of your attention, care, some sort of nursing. Like 24-hour attention kind of energy will get generated during this time because of the entry of the Mars in your 4th house. But again friends, the possibility of that is slightly less because in your case Mars happened to be the ascendant lord as well. So it is actually making you very forceful. See, the concern is that with Rahu there is a lot of the pinpointing obsession. So I'm sure that your center of attention, your focus is going to be the matters of the 4th house. Rahu might make you obsessive and kind of, confrontational, fault finding. It can give that sort of mindset as well. So manage things with tact, with diplomacy, with grace, especially when it comes down to the family related matters. Because friends, in your case, Mars is your 6th lord as well, ascendant lord and the 6th lord. So a lot of energy of straightforward confrontation is going in the 4th house. So just try to soften it with diplomacy, with tactfulness. That is what I'm trying to say. And yes friends, a lot is dependent on your activated running dasha right now. If you're running some favorable dasha, this could be the time when, if you are working as a realtor in construction, in your home turf, suddenly like people know you, you are very famous, recognized, and people who end up taking those risky venture, success in very kind of very fearless kind of activities, where like some sort of warrior kind of celebration and recognition and achievements. That is what I'm trying to say over here. Now friends, from over here, Mars is going to be giving its fourth aspect to your seventh house, which is very supportive for your commercial interest, and like it will actually make you very protective, very possessive regarding your marriage, regarding taking good care of your spouse, of your partner. Mars is going to be giving its straight aspect to your 10th house. So again friends, the straight aspect of the Mars is a planet of the discipline, so it will actually make you very assertive, very courageous, very risk taker, and can actually trigger some new development at your work front. All of that because of your motivation, because of your confidence that I can get it done, I can handle it, I can manage all of that pressure or challenges which are coming with this opportunity, with this position. And friends, the 8th aspect of the planet Mars is going to be influencing your 11th house, which is again very supportive, slightly confrontational with your friends, with your elder siblings, but it is actually that kind of combination where we say that Sam Dam Dand Bhed, no matter what mediums you have to opt for, but you are going to be very assertive, very obsessive towards your gains. Now friends, and also for the Scorpio Lagna, slight possibility friends, some new development can happen because Mars in itself is connected with the Mangal, like all the auspiciousness. So some auspicious event in the family, celebration, a slight possibility of that. A lot is dependent on your dasha, but yes, that energy is also going to be there. Now friends, when we talk about the Sagittarius Lagna, so friends, in your case, Mars is a very good planet for you. Mars is your 5th lord, Mars is your 12th lord, and now it is going to be transiting in your 3rd house. So friends, Mars, Rahu, Saturn, Sun, they transit from the Upachya Bhava, like especially the 3rd house is considered as very good. In your case, the slight concern is that there's too much of the energy, adrenaline rush, high testosterone kind of energy which is going there in the matters of your 3rd house. So friends, if I were to say the good and bad of this combination, so it is very good, especially if you have fallen into a rut. Like a lot of the times people are not growing, not evolving, they're doing the same thing and then they feel very saturated, very monotonous. So this can actually stimulate new development in your case, high possibility of that. Like whether you are in sales, media, marketing, you are a journalist, you are a creator, no matter in which capacity you are operating right now, sudden new opportunity, new ideas, regarding that it's a very supportive time. There will be spike in your too much of the short travels, making new connection, and when we talk about the personal style, 3rd house, 5th house plays a very significant role. So suddenly your uniqueness, your style, your body language, now suddenly people started people start liking it, appreciating it. So regarding that, it's a supportive sign, especially like if you are a creator, you are an actor, you have a major following. So during this time, like any of your action movie, you are an actor, you are a producer, any of your project is getting released during this time. So the fame, recognition, suddenly going viral, that generally happens in this kind of combination. So it's good regarding that. Now friends, when we talk about the vulnerability, so friends, the living signification generally suffer. So this could be a case that your aggression, your domination, your bullying, your impulse might not get along very well with your co-workers. This could be with your friends, or so with the neighbors, friends, sibling. Don't try to push things, like much better do things in proper cooperation or after taking the views, opinions, suggestion of people around you as well, because other people might not be able to match your speed, and later on you have to deal with I would not call it a rebellion, but people might find that they are not being honored, you did not give them proper respect, and you are being too self-centered, selfish. So that could happen with the living signification. But again friends, when it comes down to the thrust, growth, progress, opportunity, and that sort of ruthless kind of ambition and confidence in your own skills, it is going to be supportive transit. Now friends, from over here, Mars is going to be giving its 4th aspect to your 6th house, a very supportive time, especially for any competitive situation, for being very disciplined in your daily routine. Also, for those who have to get any loan or capital arranged, stars are supportive. From over here, friends, Mars is going to be giving its straight aspect to your ninth house, which is also very supportive. Especially when we talk about anything to do with the religious austerities, pilgrimage and all. It's just like that Ketu is already there in the ninth house, Mars giving it straight aspect. Be respectful, like when you deal with your parents, especially with your father. And the eighth aspect of the planet Mars will influence the matters of your 10th house. Very transformative kind of energy at your work front. Like the way I mentioned, I started explanation on this note that if you feel very saturated, very monotonous, fallen into a rut, so that will break. That cycle of monotonous life will break, especially in your career front, where you will be open towards new opportunity or new style of execution. Now friends, when we talk about the Capricorn Lagna natives, so friends, for the Capricorn, Mars is going to be transiting in your second house, getting conjunct with Rahu over there. So friends, see, generally what I have seen in my research is that for any planet, the Lagna, the sign, where it gets exalted, that planet somehow has got very affinity with that ascendant. For example, for Moon, this could be the case with the Taurus. For Saturn, this could be the case with the Libra. So that is what is getting applicable for the Capricorn. So I will not get into this discussion that because Mars has got a rulership over the 11th house or the 4th house, what is the role which Mars plays for the Capricorn. Mars has this potential capacity to manifest good results. Now friends, in whichsoever, like any planet which comes in the axis of Rahu and Ketu, fated events happen in that domain. Where destiny plays a very major role. In your case, just because Mars is going to be transiting in your second house, getting conjunct with Rahu. So first of all friends, your speech you need to monitor, because it can actually make your speech very foul. So you have to be very careful. Refrain from lying. That is all what I want to highlight over here. See, the typical Mars-Rahu combination, and it is happening in the second house. Second house is your money, your assets, your finances, right? Your ethics, your values. So when it comes down to your ethics and values, it will actually make you very competitive, very driven, very assertive, someone who's always in a rush to get things done. Also, they're like specific field which comes to mind, right? Mars and Rahu, you are in like robotics, futuristic, scientific field. You have a tobacco business, you are in guns, arms, weaponry, in these kind of businesses. So then this could be beneficial for those people as well. So again friends, you are a realtor, you are in the business of the construction material. So if your line of work, the money which comes to you, if it is connected with these entities which I just mentioned, then it might be beneficial for you. But again friends, Mars and Rahu combination, it's like, we say that you have too much of the confidence, which is not very supportive, harmonious. It is not falling in sync with your surrounding. So you don't want to be the black sheep, right? So this is what generally happens. You might be right with your attitude, with your approach, but your energy is like, high on testosterone, in that adrenaline rush, and people around you are very sorted, very calm and composed. So try to match your energy with the surrounding environment. That will become very important. Friends, because Mars is your like 4th and the 11th lord. So this is actually a time where sudden financial spike, sudden financial gain can happen. There's a high possibility. If I were to suggest you, okay, I did not say that, buy a lotto ticket, buy a lottery ticket, especially see, from your Janam Tara, Moon Nakshatra, whenever like Moon is transiting second from that Nakshatra, it is supportive for you. Or this could be a case that whenever like Moon is transiting in the second house, in the 11th house, in the 5th house, getting exalted, so buy a ticket, like take those chances. Because if I were to only give attention to this chart which I have in front of me, it has this potential to give you sudden windfall financial gains. That is all what I am trying to say. Just monitor your ethics. Don't be too greedy, friends, especially while dealing with your family, or try not to be too aggressive, too controlling of people around you in your circle of influence. Friends, from over here, Mars is going to be giving its 5th aspect to your 5th house. supportive time if you are an engineering student or anything to do with the activism, protest, philosophy and all. It's going to be supportive time. Mars is going to be giving its straight aspect to your 8th house. Ketu is already over there. So again friends, be very mindful of your like private parts or reproductive organs and all. So even if there is some surgery and all, some procedure is involved, be very mindful, follow caution, care, or get that surgery done in a proper muhurat, auspicious timing. So that will become very important. And the 8th aspect of the planet Mars is going to be influencing your 9th house. So some sort of travels, or we say that higher learning, wisdom, being well guided by the mentors, I can see with this entry of Mars in your 2nd house. So it has got both good and bad, like a mixture of good and bad for the Capricorn Lagna natives. A lot is dependent on what kind of dashas you are currently going through. I always say friends, the analysis of the dasha is all about the kind of time which I am currently going through. All that which happen in our life, it's our time only which gives us those experience. If I am running the good time, as per the dasha analysis, everyone around me will pamper me, take good care of me. But if I am running a dasha which is making me confrontation prone or prone to pain, affliction, suffering, even the closest of my friends and the people around me will start treating me like that. Everything comes down to the samay, the time you are currently going through. So do an assessment of that. Now friends, when we talk about the Aquarius Lagna natives, so friends, for the Kumbh Lagna, Mars happened to be your 10th lord, Mars happened to be your 3rd lord, and now it is going to be transiting in your 1st house. So friends, to begin with, you have to be very mindful of your head kind of area. It is actually making you injury or wounds kind of prone. So if you drive around very rash, very reckless, follow caution and care during this time. All the remedies which we have discussed so far, like for the planet Mars, donation of the red lentil, donation of the copper utensil, Hanuman Chalisa, feeding the dogs is very, very important for you. Second thing is that friends, see, whatsoever planet comes in the axis of the Rahu and Ketu, fated, destined events happen in the domain of that planet. So Mars represents our brothers, Mars represents our like confidence, discipline, land, property and all. So in all these areas, there will be some sudden development which will happen. So high possibility of that. Second thing is that friends, in your career front, this combination, like the 10th lord and the 3rd lord entering in the 1st house. So if let's say for example you have done something which is very out of the box, path breaking, ground breaking, so sudden recognition can happen. Like if you have sown those seeds, you are a strong contender for something. So this is a typical time where your work is all over, like sudden fame, sudden recognition, many opportunities, many sponsorship. There's a high possibility of that. This could be you are an entrepreneur or in any futuristic work, like sometimes people who do a lot of the social work, community service, and suddenly they get acknowledged by the big political parties for giving them some tickets for election. So all that possibility is there with this kind of combination. Again friends, the only way it is like harmful for you is the injury aspect is slightly vulnerable, inflammation aspect is slightly vulnerable. But if you are a kind of a person who's a risk taker, and again friends, because Rahu and Ketu is in your 1st house and the 7th house axis, right? If there is a shift which is promised in your destiny right now, especially connected to your career, it might be delivered during this time. There's a high possibility of that. And again friends, the only thing is 1st house is the way other people perceive you. So if you have planet like Mars and Rahu coming transiting from your 1st house, don't come across as very argumentative, like where people in our workspace, in the neighborhood, they start getting this impression, oh, he's very difficult to deal with, oh, he always argues, he always debate. So just don't give that impression to people around you. Mind your own work, be consistent, be disciplined. At your career front friends, I'm seeing some rapid development. Like this is a kind of a phase where a new chapter could begin at your career front. High possibility of that. Friends, from over here, Mars is going to be giving its 4th aspect to your 4th house. So very supportive time, especially for acquisition of property. Straight aspect to your 7th house, misunderstanding with the partner. In certain cases, the fight and the confrontation and differences might reach to an extent of separation as well. You have to be very careful. And the 8th aspect is going to be influencing your 8th house, which is a supportive sign, especially people who are dedicated to investigative work, scientific work, research might be beneficial time for those people. Now friends, when we talk about the Pisces Lagna, so friends, for the Pisces Lagna, Mars is your 9th lord and it is now going to be transiting in your 12th house. So friends, it might be supportive time when we talk about the international travel or relocation. It might be supportive, especially for pilgrimage, meditation, retreat. It might be beneficial time. But again friends, this comes with a mixture of the energy. During this time, enemies are going to be very empowered. So refrain from getting into any confrontation, any lawsuit. You have to be very, very careful. Second thing is that expenses might be very high, and this might happen in the form of just to take care of the family or any of the dependent member of the family. Suddenly some big expense came up. So be very mindful how you handle these kind of things. Plan ahead. That becomes very important. All the insurances and all, relevant insurances and all, do check they are all updated or not. It becomes very important. Along with that friends, in your case, because Rahu is the chief planet of the foreign land, foreign national, foreign entity, if you are in import-export nature of work, might be slightly beneficial time for those people as well. Rahu and Ketu, I always say, are the planet of destiny. Fated events happen in that domain. And now because Mars is a part of that, Mars represents our brother, our land, our desires, our confidence. So let's say for example, if life lately has slowed down, so this could be a time where it can give you a very expanded kind of vision for your true potential to bloom. So high possibility of that. But again friends, this is a typical combination where scam calls, being targeted, victimized, fake false allegation. I don't want to sugarcoat. There is a possibility of that. So based on your running dasha, you have to do the assessment that in which side you are falling in, the vulnerable side or the beneficial side, and then do the remedies accordingly. Take the decision properly. And again friends, with this kind of combination, donation is very, very important. Donating red lentil, copper vessel, like feeding the dogs and all, and some sort of society organization which support the military, the defense forces. So doing those donations in the name of them is also going to be very supportive for you. Mars is going to be giving its 4th aspect to your 3rd house, which will actually give you that courage and confidence which you need to initiate things. Straight aspect to your 6th house, it will actually destroy your enemies. And the 8th aspect to your 7th house, Saturn is already giving its aspect. Now Mars will also give its 8th aspect. A lot of the times I have seen, like, where people within the relationship goes through a phase where you suddenly start detesting your partner. It's not about love is missing. It's like you suddenly start disliking and hating your partner in a temporary kind of period and the phases. So just don't go over there. So yes friends, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. Once again, thanks a lot for watching this video, and for furthermore updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.